right into him. It looked like he just come around. Now watch these other guys. They got nowhere to go. He's going to come down the track, they think, but he stops.
And here's the accordion that all compresses behind him.
Again, your spotters, they don't know where to tell you to go. This racetrack is not that wide. Look at him, just bumper tagged there. Stacked up 5, 6 deep.
That's what you really fight here the most, is getting run into from behind. You know what you're going to do, and you can see better than the guy behind you. It's hard to see around these cars. You can't see through them because the spoilers are so high on the back of it. Round goes Nadu, all by himself, trying to get back in the throttle. Slipped the back end out from under it. Not the way you want to start a 500-lap race here, I can tell you.
From Johnny Benson's Valvoline cam.
He sees it. Spotter saying, go low, go low, go low.
Let's see what happened to Robert Presley, who's had quite a strong season so far.
It's going down into turn 3 right here. There you see Robert Presley. Looks like he got a little bit of help from Johnny Benson in that 10 car. Just comes on around. All it takes is just a little nudge right here, and it'll send you sideways.
See, he opens the door. Open the door. Let that inside line look like it was open. Robert cut down, trying to make the turn. Nowhere to go.
From Tony Stewart.
Whoa.
All the way down to the apron. That's about the only place you could get through and know you was going to be safe.
Second caution of the day comes out on lap 24. Kevin Harvick leads at Bristol. Andy Houston, who's failed to qualify the last couple of races here.
But that was
we'll let the pictures tell the story.
That was very uncalled for.
Well, let's ride with Mike Skinner.
See, the 96 gets up off the bottom of the track, leaves the inside down here open. Skinner thinks he's got a shot, but you know that cat on the outside got to get down in the corner. He can't just ride up around the top. Well, let me tell you, when you see how close this thing gets to taking Rusty out, he can thank his lucky stars that this is all he had, a little scrape on the left rear. Watch this. Woo. I think it hit that thing right in the left rear tire.
From Rusty's onboard camera.
Oh, you hear it? That's
no question.
That's a hard hit. Harder than it looked.
This is turn 1 and 2. There you see Dale Earnhardt Jr. He moved up the racetrack a little bit, got into that left rear quarter panel, sent Kenny Schrader turning around.
Boy, I just can't say it enough. You leave that bottom open just ever so slightly, half car length. Guy behind you gets that nose in there, around you go.
Let's give it a listen here. And from the Miller Lite cam on board Rusty Wallace. And from the Lowe's camera on board Mike Skinner.
He's in trouble because he's already up high, and whoa, he had to get it to the bottom. Good thing nobody was there. You don't want to go up. You do not want to push up in the corner here, buddy. If you drive in a little too hard and the car slides a little with you, the car gets in under you, and it's just not very forgiving.
Billy Cyrus just stopped by to swap hats with Darrell Waltrip, but it's become an achy, breaky day for pole sitter Mark Martin.
And the hits just keep on coming.
Wow. That car got Bristol stomped. Jeff Burton hit the wall and came off right into Martin's path.
And these two guys, I mean, you know, Mark was very optimistic. Thought he had a great car.
Another ear cleaner, too.
And they will try to fix it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to Burton. He just come off turn 4 and slapped the outside fence hard, I mean, and then just bounced right out in front of Mark Martin, who had nowhere to go.
There's all the work going on Mark Martin's car to try to get him back on track. There are only 3 cars on track right now. Kyle Petty, Joe Nemechek, and Kurt Busch.
We come off turn 4. Bert, oh, something happened to that car. It had a right front tire
like
down.
A right front tire went
he just
down
went
on that thing.
straight and lit. Oh man, that hurts when you hit that hard. Off of that corner, straight into that fence.
And Mark Martin had nowhere to go.
Car trying to get that lap back. He's not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is. And Tony Stewart, Buckshot Jones, 3 cars get their lap back.
Well, you got to 2 Dodges. He had to let those 2 Dodges go. In the process, he had to let Tony Stewart go. He had to let his teammate, 44, he got to get them back on the lead lap. Had to get Bill. That's a dodge. That's the politics, baby.
Now Mike Wallace has taken his car to the garage. I'll show you what happened down the back straightaway.
They get together over here off of 2.
He and Todd Bodine.
Todd got loose, got sideways, hit the 7, knocked him down in the inside. But Todd didn't get a whole lot of damage out of that.
Saw Kevin LePage in that 4 car locking it up. He all but was in it.
He got some damage.
Another
See,
look.
watch the 66 right here. He gets sideways. He gets fishtailing a little bit. Gets that old hospital wobble in her. Here she comes back the other way. Gets into the 7. 4 car says, I'll help you, buddy. I'll straighten you up. Turned him around. 7 hard into the inside wall.
Looked like what happened, though. The 7 checked up because of the 66, and the 4 car, Kevin LePage, got into him.
Now watch this. There's a dodge.
Now the rule is
They're down on the apron. They just went by the 7 car. Really dangerous. Here's another dodge back here. And Tony Stewart's in there with them. Teammate, got to get him by. What an exciting day for this guy.
he could be the 3rd first-time winner this season and the 4th in the last 7 races, counting Jerry Nadeau back in November at Atlanta.
I tell you, what he is doing is exactly what he said he learned watching Rusty Wallace. Ride that yellow line. Don't get off that yellow line. And he is eating it up.
Jeff Gordon, he just lost a little ground to Tony Stewart. He's all over the rear bumper right here. A while ago, he got loose up turn 3 and 4, even though Elliott Sadler stretched out for real balance for that 4th position.
Right at that point, you're just hanging on. Say, I don't want to lose anything.
This is Elliott Sadler's 80th career Winston Cup race.
And what a great day. What a great day to win a race in Bristol, Tennessee from the back straightaway. My hat is off to you, buddy.
2-1 to go this time. Last
white
lap.
flag is out.
Flag, Hero, white flag.
No traffic, no nothing.
Now the Wood brothers.
Blue sky.
The Wood brothers, who began when NASCAR began in 1949, but haven't won in so long. Gordon turns around Tony Stewart. Here they come to the flag. Sadler wins it. And Freddie is 2nd. And Gordon crosses the line 3rd after contact, turns Tony Stewart around.
I think that will be a battle for turn 4 for the 4th position.
Those two guys will probably be meeting each other down there very shortly. Here he goes. Matter of fact, Tony is going up through there. Here goes Tony looking for Mr. Gordon.
Here's a look at the spin and the contact.
Well, he gets a run on him. He just gets down underneath him just ever so slightly. Tony comes down. No place for Gordon to go. And here's Tony over here on the front straightaway. And watch this.
And on pit road, Stewart expresses his displeasure with Jeff Gordon.
And if when he gets down here and gets this thing wound up, he might have some more things to say.
We have heard they have reserved seats in the front of that red NASCAR truck.
How about Elliott Sadler, though?
Oh,
80 races, his first win, and for the Wood brothers, some of the nicest people in auto racing.
Oh, this is
They
fantastic.
get to go to victory lane.
Front row.
Missed the wall, but everybody got by. And there's Stewart's crumpled car. Now, this is post-race, after the race, coming onto pit road.
And, yeah, I'd say he's having brake trouble. That's what I'd say.
Jeannie?
Well, never have so few got by with so little. Pat Bryson, the crew chief of the 21. You're a genius. Why no pit stop? You're a genius.
Well, track position was really important. We had a really good car on long runs all day. We just never get some track position, but the Motograph quality parts car just ran splendid all day, and Elliott did an awesome job there at the end. Just, you know, saved his tires and saved them for the end. And I'm so happy for Eddie and Lynn and Gwen and just for everybody. It was awesome.
Best wishes from everybody in the booth, including Jeff Hammond, who said go get him and go get to victory lane.
Let me give you
Thank you very much.
a little history, folks. Some of the people who have won for the Wood brothers: Dale Jarrett, Morgan Shepherd, Kyle Petty, David Pearson, A.J. Boyd, Bill Dennis, Cale Yarborough, Tiny Lund, Marvin Pants, Curtis Turner. There is a long list. 17 different drivers have won races in Winston Cup for the Wood brothers. Buddy Baker is on that list. Neil Bonnet. And now, Elliott Sadler. Boy, he's in good company.
He is. Dale Jarrett won his first race driving that 21 car.
at Michigan. Now, I tell you, he'll have a lot of bologna burgers tonight. He may break that record tonight. I don't know if I'd have got up there or not. They've been frowning on that a little bit lately, but I think they'll cut him some slack. First time he's won a race.
In the midst of all that, Steve Burns.
Thanks, Mike. Elliott Sadler. What do you think about that boy? How did you win that race, and what does it mean to you?
It means more than anything in the world. It's hard to win these Winston Cup races, even finish in the top 10, but Pat Trice made a good call to stay out. We had older tires than everybody else. We had a pretty good call. Just one thing, everybody in Motorcraft, Quality Parts, Ford, Air Force are really believing in us, seeing something in us that we didn't see. So, hey, we're so happy about this. I don't know what to do.
And you thought you had a flat tire at the end.
Yeah, I bumped with Harvick, and I thought I messed up my right front. I just probably knocked the toe out a little bit, but it was good enough to win, boys. I tell you, we're in victory lane at Bristol. We get to go to the Winston. We're going to run the Winston in Charlotte. We're going to win that one, too.
All right, go get them. We had more fireworks at the end of the race.
Dick Berggren.
Okay, Jeff Gordon, what happened between you and Tony Stewart at the end?
Well, I've been working on him for a long time. Come off at 2, had a great run, and he got sideways, and I got underneath him, and he just turned down on me. You know, I did everything I could to keep from hitting him because I don't want to, you know, take a guy on the last lap. But hey, I got the position. We're battling all the way to the end. This is Bristol, and I'm going to do everything I can for the position. And I don't see anything wrong with what I did. You know, I thought that it was pretty clean. But I just want to say thanks to everybody with DuPont and Pepsi, Quaker State, GMAC, Chevrolet. You know, this was a great effort for us today.
How about the retaliation? How about Tony coming back at you? Is that okay?
That doesn't surprise me one bit.
Okay, Mike.
Well, it's nice when you can laugh about it afterwards, but that's 2 drivers fighting for 1 spot on the last lap.
Yeah, it is, and I know Jeff wouldn't have done that, but hey, I see he's having trouble. He can't even get it. He's having trouble in the pits. I think he might have a brake problem. That's what I think. I think Jeff said he wasn't surprised. I'm surprised he didn't hit him harder. That's what I was surprised in.
Well, let's meet the runner-up who also had a great day, Matt Yoakum.
And he almost put Dodge back in victory lane. John Andretti, did those late cautions hurt you because your car looks very stout on long runs?
It did, but the late caution hurt me because a lap car got me up in the outside wall and it bent the rear end, and I was way too tight from then on. I drove as hard as I could to catch Elliott. The closer I got to him, though, the more I pushed, and so he did a great job. I was never going to touch him, but I was going to try and get around him, and because I don't like racing like that. I don't like people racing me like that, and he deserves it. It's a great win for him and the whole Wood Brothers team.
Well, good job. John Andretti comes home second.
That's his dad, Aldo, with him. Mario Andretti's twin brother. John is Mario's nephew, Michael's cousin, and another great racing family. Wow, what a wild one at Bristol. Elliott Sadler wins it. John Andretti second. The Wood Brothers and the Pettys 1-2. Jeremy Mayfield for Penske, Jeff Gordon for Hendrick, and Ward Burton for Bill Davis. Your top 5. 3 makes in the top 5 today.
Steve Park had that strong race car about mid-race, comes back to finish 9th.